Hey, so this is Chris Gormashima, and I'm going to be showing you how to get some scene aspects ready, which can be a bit tricky. I had a few problems with these in a start to least, so it's basically trees and grass. Also, just a fast way to make walls if you can't import scenes, which I never do. I prefer making my own. So what you do to import the grass, etc., is you first have to export them as a OBJ file in the model viewer. So I went through that in my first tutorial already, so you are gonna have to watch that one if you want to know how to export those. But yeah, you basically choose OBJ instead of FBX. I've already sorry, I've already exported my file though, so it's named 11 here. So basically in your viewport, the grass will most likely look like this all the time, no matter what. But if you render it, that's where the problem comes, because it now looks white. So there's an easy fix to this, and the way to do that is you open your material editor, and here you want to pick the pick material from object thing here, like in Photoshop by the map. You click on your object, which is the brush in this case, and now it should appear inside whatever box you had clicked first here. So now you see this menu here which says opacity, and by it there's a tiny box, and you click on that box, you click on bitmap, and here you now need to find your grass. So you're probably gonna have to look for it through your desktop or whatever. It doesn't come right to the map where you have your material unless you've already located it, which I have. But yeah, so you choose the right one. So you really need to name your files in a way where you can find them if you have many files like I do. So yeah, and when this menu is up, so you see now your texture, if you render it, it's going to be partly visible. It didn't fix anything, but there's a way to do this now. So what you do is, in this left corner here, if this one is all the way to the top, you should see something here which says mono channel on output, and on this one you want to choose alpha. So when you render now, it looks more like this. So the edges are gone, but you still see white edges around the grass like this. So the way to fix this now is, now you want to go to this arrow, click on it, choose the upper one, world expansion, whatever yours is named, and you see this diffuse here, which is basically where you put your first map for the grass, like I showed in tutorial number 2, I believe. So yeah, you click on diffuse, and basically what you want to do here is just change it to black, and now when you render it, your grass is ready. And you can do this for trees too, it doesn't matter. You just do it exactly the same. It's basically giving your grass a alpha map, which means that this part here is gone because it's already an alpha map as it's used in game. The next thing to do now is, if you want to make, for example, a wall or a floor to make your scene, all I usually do is create a box like this. So to create a box, I clicked on the create table here. Create table. Oh my god. Create tab. You click on the create tab, and there's one which says geometry. I'm just gonna delete this one again. So yeah, geometry and box. You can also choose, for example, a cone, but I always mostly go with the box. But if you need a round room, you go for the cone. So yeah, how this box here, just put it out however big you want it. Actually, I'm gonna show you with a cone too, I think, just to make it easier, so I don't get any questions about that afterwards. So now I have a cone and I have a floor, square floor, and now you want to texture these. So what you need to texture these is basically you need tileable textures, which is what I'm going to be using. So you choose one of these, again, just exit out because you want to use the slot. So now it's empty. and you want to click by diffuse here on this empty box bitmap, and now you need to find wherever your tileable textures are. I should think these might be tileable. I'm not going to take the chance, I'm just going to choose some I already have. So you go here, find your tileable textures. I'll just use these, I guess. So when you put them on here, you're going to notice that it might be hard to change the width of them, especially for this circle here, it looks horrible. So the way to do this is basically going to the modify panel, which is the blue rainbow. You click on this arrow down here. I actually might want to show you one more thing first. If you want to or need to split this floor later on, if you made a big room or something, and you want to get rid of one part here, for example, you might notice that you only have a point here, and here, like you only have points in edges. So before you do anything or add anything to this floor, you can also add the length segments, like 5 for example. So you have more vertices in the end of, I think it's named vertices, in the middle of your map here. So you can split it a few times. So you just add as many as you need. If you need a window, for example, I recommend you add this before you do the tiling. But yeah, so now if you want to tile this map and the circle here, what you do is you click on this arrow in the modify panel still, and it comes up a lot of options, but you want UV map. So now you come to this one, and we are going to tile this and tile this one. So what you do is, I usually go to box here, and now just make it smaller or wider, whatever you want to. And as this map is tileable, this means that there's no edges. If you don't have a tileable map, it's going to be horrible looking, so you need one. Same with this one here. To fix this, you just click on the modify panel thing, go to UV map. Already looks kind of better, but let's see, let's try box. Sometimes you're just gonna have to try around stuff, especially for these cones, because it kind of look pretty retarded. I'm not really sure how to do these edges separately from the middle. I've never tried it, never needed to do it, but maybe something like this could work. So yeah, just play around with the UV map here and just make these options length and width a smaller or height, depending on what you chose. You can also try to play around with these ones. I've never needed to, so you're gonna have to try that for yourself. Anyway, I hope this tutorial somewhat helped you, and if you're wondering how to actually start animating, all you have to do is just click on auto key. But yeah, I do recommend you watch some tutorials, but also just try to use examples of yourself while animating, or anything which inspires you, pretty much. Try posting, I don't know. So yeah, see you later. Hope this tutorial helped you.